What up? What up? It's your boy Kofi Bonsu. I'm checking in from Philly, and right now you are watching me on Industry's Most Wanted podcast. Let's get it.
Grind on my life, heartbreaks cannot stop me. When I pray, good things come my way. Cold heart, can you defrost me? See, the gift cannot go to waste. I found out the formula. Pray upon the Lord. He's receiving all my wrongs.
What's going on? It is your girl, Tampa Mystic, and we are live. Where are we at?
Industry's Most.
It's the Tampa Gun Show, y'all. I heard we got Philly in the building.
Yes,
Kofi, what's
here.
going on? Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm blessed. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. You came in here looking amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Gotta, make sure the aesthetics is always there.
He put that ish on, y'all.
Yeah, that part.
I love the energy too.
Thank you.
You've been out here working. You are on your grind. Big shout out to my family, Chris.
Yeah.
I've been living vicariously through him, learning about you.
Hey.
Philly in the building.
Yes, we here.
Let's start right there. Born and raised?
I was raised in Philly.
Raised in Philly. Okay, what part?
Southwest.
Southwest.
Yeah.
What was the childhood like out there?
Oh man, it was a great childhood. I mean, growing up in Southwest, I moved to Southwest maybe I was like second grade, and I had just came from Ghana because I was living in Ghana for almost about a year, and then when I came over to Philly, it was like another culture shock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was another culture shock, and I had to grow up trying to figure out myself. Obviously I'm in second grade, right? But connecting and understanding the culture. And then as I got older, it was more just figuring out the do's and the don'ts, and I was into everything, but for some reason I always gravitated to the positive side of things, the people that were hustling but getting money and doing certain things for the community.
Yeah.
and I was around those guys a lot, so I grew up in a really crazy neighborhood, but it taught me so much about what not to do and how you can escape if you choose to make certain decisions and stuff like that. But I would say I grew up really, really blessed in that area. It was good.
So are your family and your roots from Ghana?
My father's from Ghana.
Okay.
My mother's from Liberia.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, West Africa, yeah.
That is so. Do you get there often?
Last time I was in Liberia, I had to, it was 2019. I went there to go bury my grandmother.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. And the last time I was in Ghana, it was 90, 96.
Oh, it's been a hot minute. When are we taking a road trip? Well, come on now.
Come on, you know what? Come book your ticket. Let's go. I plan on visiting. Ghana this year.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I plan on flying out to Ghana. I want to go out there to go connect with the people. I want to go connect with, my father's side.
Yes.
I don't know his side of the family, but, my last name, which is Bonsu, is a really popular name. So, I want to go out there. I want to go feel the energy. I want to go meet the people. I want to go hear the music. I want to book studio time. I want to bring people to the studio. I want to, pretty much record the whole, I might even stream. I might stream the whole trip.
You should.
Yeah.
That would be such a beautiful experience to document. My son was military and he spent time in South Africa, and he said it was the most beautiful experience ever.
Africa is beautiful.
Yes.
Africa is beautiful. When I went there in 2019, it was my first time in Liberia, and I seen the village and where my grandma lived, and it made me think, I'm like, this is why she keeps sending money back home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she was living with, with me here. She was always sending money back home. I'm like, Grandma, why you keep sending money back home for? Why you keep sending money back home for? Not like it's a problem, but you're sending all of your money back home, or a majority of it. Keep some for yourself and stuff like that. When I went there, after she passed away, I said, yeah, I get it now. And when I say it's beautiful, it's so much opportunity there. So much opportunity. You being in America, when you go over there, you see it and you just all right, I see there's infrastructure here. There's people here that's willing to, make a change for their place, but they might not have all the resources, or, they might need, man, it's just so much ideas when you get down there. And my mind was like racing.
I would imagine so.
I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. So
I just feel like if I went, I would not want to come back.
Oh man, listen,
I would not want to come back.
You can you can get your land, build your house.
Yes, grow our own food.
Yeah.
Because that's what's slick killing the people. We just had this whole comment. It's the doggone crazy.
Yeah,
here in the United States, they let anything fly when it comes to the food and putting them dyes and this, that, and the third.
You gotta watch what you consuming. You gotta watch what you're consuming, man. And they got the healthiest food over there. So.
Absolutely, most definitely. So we're gonna have to plan a road trip.
Let's do it with you.
We might not want to come back. I am so serious.
I'm going in September.
I'm so serious.
I'll call
that. Please do, because I told myself I used to travel a lot, and then over the last couple of years, I don't know what it is, but I don't go out that much anymore. I feel like maybe it's because I'm just getting a little older that I get a little bit of social anxiety now. I get overstimulated when I'm in big crowds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to overcome that this year and get myself back out there.
Man, you either trying and you actually doing it, or you trying and you lying. So just continue.
You just got to do it.
Yeah, just
big difference.
Because even me, everyone thinks that I'm just happy-go-lucky. I can have a conversation with everybody, but I'm low-key like a shy guy from time to time.
Are you?
A little bit.
Okay. So you are formerly known as Brizzy on the Beat.
Yeah.
You built your name producing for major artists.
Yeah.
Now you're the major artist.
That's
okay.
It. Yeah.
What's that transition been like? Going from producer mode to artist mode, and are you still actively producing?
I'm still actively producing because at the end of the day, that's what I was born to do for sure. Like I love production. Like my favorite producers, Kanye West, Pharrell, Ryan Leslie. Like I came up in that era, Zaytoven, Metro Boomin, things like that. Those were some people that inspired me as a producer. But this whole transition has been fun. I'll be in the studio, I'll be producing. Sometimes when I'm working with like a major artist, we get a placement. It takes months and months and months, even just to get paid. It takes months and months for a record to come out. It takes months and months and months and months. And over the years of grinding and going through all of that, just going through all of that experience, it was 2025, I was locked in working with my cousins, and we are in the studio all day, and I'm like my own factory, just producing and songwriting, giving other people the records. And then one day they just said, brother, I think you need to keep this record for yourself. And I'm like, why do I want to keep it for myself? I'm not making music. I'm not putting out music. No, brother, you got to put this one you got to do for yourself. Like, I know you want to put out music. I know you want to be I said, you know what, man, let me just take a risk and let me just put this out, because I was so confident in this record specifically. So it's been fun. I told myself I'm just gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun because I've been in the industry, I've been in the business for a very, very long time. I understand what it takes to build and be an independent artist. I understand what it's like to work in the industry with major artists. So I take all of that experience, I'm putting it within myself, and I'm just going out there, I'm just doing it. I'm doing it at a level where I'm like, I don't mind building this thing up, the Kofi Bonsu brand, from the bottom. And so far the people is, they gravitate to it. We bring good energy, good music, you feel me?
I was just about to say the energy is up and through there. And I feel like that is so important, because there are people out here who have good music, but they have an a-hole mentality. I wouldn't want to work with someone like that.
Me neither.
I don't care. You ain't fixing to stress me out, and we got to protect our peace.
That's one of the main things that is important to me, like going forward. Like, that's why I say I'm having fun with the music. I'm having fun. I already know, I don't know everything, but what I do know is what I know. And one of the things that is important to me is protecting my energy, my peace as I'm creating. Like, if I'm in the studio and the beats is blazing, everyone's in there having a good time. My discernment, my energy can peep out who is like good for this room or good for this energy and who's not. And for some reason, those type of people always like end up just leaving the studio, or I leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or I leave because I want to make the best music. I want the most positive people in the energy in the room. You know what I mean?
Energy can be transferred.
Absolutely.
And it cannot be destroyed. So we have to be mindful of who we surround ourselves with, because mental health is real.
Oh, I just posted that the other day. You got to really check on your people.
Yes.
Mental health is real.
Please check on your
Don't
people.
Let Instagram make you feel like everyone's living this fancy lifestyle, this happy go. Nothing's wrong in my life. Those are some of the most depressed people.
I could not agree more. I spoke to my dad about, like, I told you slightly what was going on with me. And, I'm praying that this ain't going to be nothing, but I am at some point going to speak on it, only because I feel like a lot of people don't get, like we were saying, they don't get themselves checked until it's too late.
Yeah, man.
Know your body, learn your body. We literally are here for a blip of time.
Man, everything's
got to take care of ourselves. Everything is temporary.
Everything.
Most definitely. So you blend Afro beats, R&B, soul. How intentionally are you when you craft an Afro-Soul sound? And break down what Afro-Soul is.
So it has to be intentional. It has to be intentional. Like last night I was in the studio. Man, literally, I don't know how long I was in the studio last. I was in the studio all night. But when we finally had the opportunity to record, like, the vibe had to be intentional. Like, I'm not scared to hop on any type of record, but like if my soul isn't feeling it, like I'm gonna ask for the next record. But I work on everything, so it has to be intentional. Like, it has to be spiritually inclined with what I'm wanting to create. You know what I mean? I only want to make big records. I only want to make good records that we can literally vibe out to for the next 10-20 years. Afro-Soul to me is obviously me being West African, and again, intentions. I feel like intentions come from like your soul.
Yeah.
When I'm creating these records, I have to feel it. It has to come from a real good place. You know what I mean? So yeah, everything is intentional.
So you approach pretty much everything in life like that, like with intentions, being intentional.
It's either you're gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. You know what I mean? And
that's a fact. I love that.
Yeah, and I'm not, like I said, I'm having fun, but I'm not here to play around. Like, I understand what's out there in terms of like other people doing music and things like that, which I'm not worried. But if you're gonna put out records, you want to put out records that people listen to and they're like, man, I know this dude look like, or this dude sound like what he was doing in the studio was crazy that night. Like, I feel this. Like, that's what I look for. Like, I don't want to even be around people that don't really believe in what's going on. Like, and we're not forcing nobody to do anything, but if you want to be around, if you want to support what's going on, it has to be intentional. It got to be real. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's why they say it lonely at the top.
Yeah, it is. It's a numbers game. Some people gonna stick around, some people not.
And the ones who eliminate themselves, bye.
Yeah.
I'm not chasing nobody to come back and spin the block over here. I'm
We're
good.
Not doing that. We're not doing that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that because
we too grounded and grown and mature and spiritual.
And listen, those type of people, we don't hate you. You just not right for what's going on, and it's okay. It's all right.
I love what you said. I do not carry hate in my heart. Like, and there are certain people, if I seen them right now, I would be cordial with them, but I'm not going to keep them close to me.
And that's all good. It's all love. I love you.
It's exactly love you from over there.
Yeah, exactly, that part.
Most definitely. So your music is grounded in faith.
Yeah,
you've spoke on that vulnerability with a little bit of grit.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
How do you balance spiritual grounding with like still keeping it having a mainstream appeal?
Oh man, it's a fight. It's a battle. It's temptation everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The more you try to stay grounded, the more the ground is going to shake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be shaky. You're going to be like gifted with temptation almost every single day. Like this is the earliest interview I ever did in my life. Like,
thank you. I got you here early.
It's 11:25, so we're not that early, but we had to. This is Atlanta, so you got to get up super early and make sure you can beat traffic and stuff like that. But yeah, you got to be grounded. You got to be grounded in this thing, man, because you can lose your way so easily. One party can mess up your whole entire mind frame because you think you're supposed to be like this or you're supposed to be like that, or and it could be a party of people, a group of people, however, like it's all about who you surrounding yourself with, the books you read, if people read anymore, but it's all about who you surrounding yourself with in this thing, man. And you got to know your purpose and know yourself. That's the first thing. Learn yourself. And coming up in this game, I had to always learn myself, because there was times I compared myself to the next person as a producer, comparing myself to this person. But I realized I was losing my happiness because I'm over here going on Instagram and I'm seeing this dude getting placements and this, that, and the third. But when I started getting my own blessings at my own time, it made me realize, like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So let me keep doing that. And let me keep doing what got me in the industry, that got me my first pub deal, So now as an artist, I'm, again, years of experience, years of just lessons, no losses, just lessons and heartbreaks, and building my heart back together, building my mind frame back together made me Kofi Bonsu. I'm bulletproof. I'm ready.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
That's what they say. It's a fact.
Everybody's journey is different. Mm-hmm. But I feel like oftentimes we got to go through that to understand that it's our own journey.
Yeah. My man Chris always said, I'll never forget it. Your journey is your journey.
Yes.
There's so many people that say, why you ain't dropped music before? Why you been like, bro, you've been keeping it. Yeah, it wasn't time.
Exactly.
It wasn't time. I even when I was, dropping music under Brizzy on the Beat, like I dropped a couple songs and stuff like that. Like I looked at it, I'm like, Brizzy on the Beat is a cool name, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like for longevity purposes, we need to mature, we need to change, we need to take a risk on a whole nother like level of like creativity. So what else can you do besides go with who you really are? I
love your name too.
Thank you.
It sounds like you are like this mega superstar. Like shout out to your mom or whoever gave you that name. For real. I love it. And it's like, it's very different. Nobody else out here is going to have that. Like there's a lot of artists that are Lil this and Lil that and young this and young that. No shade.
No shade. I just want to be myself. And to be honest, I'll say this on your platform. I didn't really know who Kofi Bonsu was, even though that's my name. That's that's my middle name and my last name. But I never knew who he was, and becoming an artist and dropping music. Now I'm getting to really know this person. Like Brizzy on the Beat. I know I can sit here and make a beat with my eyes closed and get a placement and do whatever I want to do with that name, because I know who that producer was. Kofi Bonsu is a person that really is vulnerable. He's broken on the inside in some places where I had to like spiritually fix and through the music that I've been creating, like I feel so much stronger. Like I'm building that connection with myself. And the last few months, I just been going forward, just dropping singles and dropping videos and taking risks, just doing shows. And with doing all of those things, it allowed me to really see how brave I am and to know who Kofi Bonsu really is. And so far, so good, man. It's all working out.
I feel like if you want to learn who you are, get in this music industry. This music industry will teach you things that life cannot.
Man,
especially about yourself.
This is the toughest.
It is so tough, but I love it.
But why do we love it so much?
I love it so bad. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's because we along our journey, we're gonna meet some weirdos, but then we meet people like each other. Yeah. Good energy, positive vibes. My business partner, OG Bigger Rankin, has been a blessing to my life. We meet some great people, and music is like therapy.
It is
truly like a form of therapy. It gets us through the hardest times.
Anytime I'm feeling bad, mad, sad, or excited, happy, I see my daughter do something, or I'm gonna make a song about my Atlanta experience. Like, my Atlanta experience, literally the last, I think I was here for like 3-4 days. I'm going to make a song about that because I have so many different emotions that I experienced being here for the last couple of days, so when I get back to the city, I'm going to lock in.
What better way to express yourself and pour out whatever it is that you're feeling than into your music? I feel like you got one of the best managers in the game.
That's my brother.
Man, I love that dude over
That's
there.
my brother.
Chris is such a good person. You know, how did you guys connect and how did he become your manager?
Oh man, so it's crazy how God works, because it was like when I was a kid, I was like making music, but at an adolescent level, and he was like the DJ running it like on MySpace and I think Instagram probably was out at that time. But anywho, I'm like, I want to get with this dude, so I was sending him DMs and like, hey man, how can I send you my music?
Was he responding at first?
No. He didn't respond. So, you know, I was like, man, he looks like an asshole anyway. Oh, yeah. Let me leave this dude alone.
Wow, you learning something new today?
So I left him alone for years.
That is hilarious.
But, years and years later, when I got into the music scene as a producer, as Brizzy on the Beat, it was 2017. I was in the studio, and I'm always just in the studio. I think like the year later, 2018, I decided like I wanted to just get out of Philly for a little bit, and he and I later on connected through like, you know, mutual people.
Right.
As a producer, again, like I work like you got to know what I do. Yeah. Everybody in the city knows what I do or have to know what I do. So I made it my goal to become a household name in the city of Philly. And again, we ended up meeting and things like that eventually, or whatever the case is. But when he moved to Atlanta, I also was thinking to myself, like, I need to get out of the city. I need to go see some stuff. I need to go experience some new things. I need to go down to Atlanta, because I felt like Atlanta was just making all the records for the last 2-3 decades.
Yes.
So I wanted to come down here and learn, but I didn't have a studio. I didn't have like any connections or anything like that. I have like some family down here. So I ended up just giving Chris a call. I'm like, hey man, I'm about to come down to Atlanta. I'll let you know the dates, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up finding a studio, booked the studio. Again, I had no friends, no nothing, but I drove all the way down here. I invited him to the studio, and I played beats for anybody that was in the studio. People were just randomly coming into the studio. He came through, and he just seen my level of like seriousness when it came to like my presentation, playing beats and things like that. So I went back to Philly. Then I'm like, I gotta come back to Atlanta. And then he's like, yo, I got a spot. Just come out here.
Yeah.
And the blessing really was the man allowed me to just live in this crib.
Man.
I just never stopped coming to Atlanta. I had an air mattress, you feel me, that just kept going out, but I just, you know how that go, you know, slept on the couch, whatever room was available, and he just took me everywhere I needed to go. He took me to studios, he took me to the clubs, to grow and understand Atlanta, because he was down here for so long.
Yeah.
And he believed in my vision as a producer, as a music producer. So eventually, years later, now that I decided to take this artistry to a whole nother serious level, I was like, who better to like lock in with than someone that doesn't do music besides the business aspect of it. Someone that knows me like personally, and he knows what I like, he knows my dislikes. Someone that pushes you to be your best self, and you know, not just say yes to everything. You know, I learned a lot from him. He's older than me, so I felt like it was good to just connect with my brother, and so far so good.
It was like a full circle moment.
Very.
And going back to the times, like you said, where you reached out and he don't respond, that I've had situations like that too. Earlier on, I reached out. I took it as, you know what, I just got to work a little bit harder.
Yeah, that's all it is.
They going to notice me. Y'all going to notice me.
That's all it is. Yeah. That's all it is. That's truly all it is. It's like, if they don't know you now or later, soon they will. You just got to put the work in.
Exactly.
And a lot of people don't like hearing that, because it's just like, oh, I do put the work in. Well, keep putting in.
You're not working hard enough.
Put more work in. Put more work in.
Take that accountability.
Yeah, put more work in, because I used to take those type of things personal.
Or I did too.
I used to take them type of things personal. I used to be like, man, listen, when I make it, man, listen, bro, just work. You feel me?
But look, it's a full circle moment. Now you guys have a beautiful working relationship.
Oh, man. Yeah.
You're outside of music, you're friends. You know what I'm saying? So good for you for staying down.
Man, I had, you got to stay down if you really want to come up.
100%.
Seriously.
So let's talk about some of the stuff that you've done. You appeared on Rhythm and Flow season 2, episode 6.
Yeah.
Atlanta. In Atlanta. What did that type of exposure teach you about the industry?
Oh man, that everything moves fast because literally they booked me to be down there for like 3 days, and I knocked out what we were supposed to do in one day, and it was like, all right, well that's it. You can go. I'm like, and mind you, like the episode, I was probably in the scene for like maybe a minute or 2 minutes. Like I don't even think it was 2 minutes or whatever the case is, but it gave me so much like experience and notoriety. Like it just showed me how behind the scenes, behind the camera, like the things that really go on and stuff like that. It was an exciting experience. I was at Outkast Studio.
Okay.
I worked with one of the finalists, like our record that I produced, because I was a special guest producer on there. And the record that I produced for her shout out to Detroit Diamond. The record that I produced for her took her to the next round, and she was really successful on the show. So it just gave me more confidence in my beats. You know what I'm saying? It gave me more confidence in my production. Like I can do this. Like I am who I am. I know I'm great. I know I'm fire. Like it just solidified it because first of all, I got selected to do the show. I got, they hit me up. It was like,
that's a win in itself.
Yeah, man. Shout out my man Dallas Martin. He made it happen. And mind you, like when he called me for that, I just said, yeah, I'm not turning that down. So they flew me out there, and I just had to show up. And this is when opportunity meets preparation. I prepared for this. I was ready. Even though we made the beat from scratch, I was ready for whatever I needed to do. I didn't care who was in the other room, who's in front of me, behind me. So shout out to Netflix, shout out to Rhythm and Flow. It was a great opportunity. That's
what separates you from a lot of other artists out here, is that you are fully prepared. Like if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. You never know what type of opportunity may present itself today.
Absolutely.
Are you prepared for that? A lot of artists are not, sadly. And that should be a wake-up call. A lot of artists don't have any clean music. They only have dirty. What if you have an opportunity to get it played on radio right now?
For me, I know I'm ready.
You got to stay ready. Lessons learned and you also had the opportunity. We were featured on Fox 29 Philly Good Day Uncut. Moments like that are also confirmation, and like you said, it solidifies. How did that experience go for you?
Man, Tampa, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Man, that experience was lit because shout out to the whole Fox. When I think about something, when it hits my mind, I can't stop thinking about it. So I'm like, for some odd reason, I want to perform on Fox. I called Chris. I said, bro, I want to go on Fox. He was like, well, I mean, we're going to just get on Fox. Like, I'm with it. So I'm just like, all right, I got to figure this out. So I randomly get a follow from one of the program directors there, and that I met in 2019. But it was just random that she followed me
because you manifested it.
Listen. This is a real story. I was thinking about it. I didn't even know this person's Instagram, like how to find this lady, but she ended up finding me and following me. And then I'm like, you know what? I just did this Bob Marley cover of Is This Love? I just put out this project, What If It All Works Out, my EP. So I'm just going to DM her, let her know what I got out right now, and let her see what's going on. You got to have the proof of concept. You got to have the good quality of work. Even if you're recording your videos through your phone or whatever the case is, you just have to have good quality of work and confidence in your work. So I sent her a message. I went straight to the point. And then she was just like, hey, I remember you. Hey, listen, I want to find an opportunity for you to perform on Fox. And so just, stand by.
Like I'm standing. Listen, I'm here.
Then I shot more content, updated her. I'm like, hey, listen, just put this out there. At the same time, like still standing by, but just tap into this when you get a chance too. They loved everything. You know, that's the importance of just believing in your music, believing in your craft. I believe in my music. I don't care if I'm in front of whoever. I'm ready to play it. I'm ready to play it. So they found the segment that they wanted me to come on, and I put my band together. You know, Afro-Soul music. You gotta have a band. You gotta have that. You know, that live presentation. So, you know, shout out to my band. They came through in about like 72 hours. We rehearsed, and we did the show. And you know, I forgot that Fox is literally on TV, so I'm getting all these videos from people in the gym like, yo, I just seen you on Fox TV. I'm like, yeah, this is crazy. So yeah, man, it was a good experience, man. It was lit. You
miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah, man.
You did that. You seen she followed you, which you manifested that.
Yeah.
Then you followed up and followed through.
Yeah, got to.
Slid in the DM on some business.
Got to.
And all glory to God, it all worked out for you.
Absolutely.
That is amazing.
And the name of my EP is called What If It All Works Out. That's the season I'm in now.
Let's talk about that, because that's a beautiful season to be in.
Yeah.
We have to keep that in mind. What if it all works out? Not, this is not going to work.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, right now, the city in Philly is going through a snowstorm. You know, there's a snowstorm as we speak right now, and flight cancellations. I understand you got to be, you know, realistic. But for my mind frame, you know, it's all gonna work out for me. I'm gonna get home. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, you just gotta stay positive. You gotta keep that positive energy going. Like, what if it does work out? This is not what if it don't work out. What if it does? You know what I'm saying? And even if it doesn't go the direction that you want it to go, it's still somehow worked out in your favor. You know what I'm saying? God's rejection is God's protection. You know, so you gotta keep that mentality. You know,
that is, man, you are talking the good gospel today.
Oh man, you know,
man, I love it. You are right. Like, and I talk to often about, you know, artists, maybe they've been incarcerated. I don't ask them, man, what did that do to your I'll ask them, what positive did you get from that? We literally have to pull the positive out of every situation. You got to, man. It's like, you got to just have that positive energy. It's so easy to be, I could have came in here and just be like, yo, what am I in here for? Yeah,
like,
exactly.
But I
would have told you to kick rocks.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, Chris, why you bring this dude in this joint? I thought he was African. I thought Africans were peaceful, you know? But nah, like, you know, I just make it my duty to just be as positive as possible. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like we have to put out to the world what we want to receive back in. Karma's a real thing.
Yeah.
What you put out is what you receive back.
Absolutely.
Be mindful of how you treat people.
Absolutely.
Because it will come back. We have to be kind to people. We don't know what they're going through.
Yes, exactly.
How long was the project in the works?
Oh man, the project, it took about 1.5 years to kind of like put together.
Took your time.
You took my time. I got with the right creatives to put it together. You know, like myself, I make beats, but I had to work. I wanted to work with different creatives on the production side. When I got the clarification to like put out my record, oh my, that was my first record that kind of like got me like excited to like really put out a song. I was confident in that record, and when I got that clarification to put it out, I worked on other records afterwards, me and my team. You know, you gotta have a team, you feel me? You gotta have a team that can help put you in that right direction, keep you focused. So, you know, all my studio sessions, I got a bunch of creators with me, and where the goal ultimately is to have fun and just make the biggest and best records possible. So it took about 1.5 years to put together, but it all had that same energy. What if it all works out? That was my whole goal. Like, what if I put this project out and somebody just randomly say, yo, I feel like, yo, this thing just changed my life, or somebody wants to book me now in Spain or Brazil or something like that, you know, all because I believed in this product that I'm putting out.
Yes.
So, you know, what if it all works out? Got me here. I'm gonna do an interview with you.
I love it. I'm here for it. Like, have you checked to see if anybody has a merch line like that? Because I feel like if you had a merch line that said
KofiBonsu.com.
But does it, what if it all...
Go to KofiBonsu.com. The merch is available, is online.
With that particular slogan on it?
Absolutely, yes.
That's what
KofiBonsu.com.
I need to shop with you.
I got you.
Because I feel like, honestly, that is something everybody could relate to and everybody could wear.
Yeah.
When you develop merch, you got to put yourself in the consumer shoes.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Good job.
I got a shirt in the car. I got you.
That is super, super dope. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Definitely.
KofiBonsu.com.
Yes. Say it one more time.
KofiBonsu.com.
So you said you're building more than a catalog. You're building a movement.
Yeah.
What does the movement look like? We'll say 5 years from now, if we could fast forward.
5 years from now, man, we have more people expressing music through their soul, with their soul, like expressing how they feel and making positive music. I want to make I want to make a positive impact where 5 years from now, I'm performing in Africa, South Africa, West Africa, Europe, whatever, just bringing people together and just performing with my live band, and the people are just out there, screaming my name and just singing my music word for word. Shout out to Chris Brown because his concert inspired me. I ain't gonna lie. When he was flying all over the stadium, I aspire to do things like that 5-10 years from now.
It will happen.
Being the arenas and things like that. But all through the glory of God and just making some fire records that people just won't stop singing.
So you are very focused on love and peace and good energy.
Yeah.
All of that.
It's not easy.
It's not easy because we live in a world that's very chaotic.
Yeah.
A lot of these younger generations think it's okay to carry guns around. And I understand protecting yourself.
Yeah.
I get it. But some of them are quick to pull out a gun and shoot someone because they looked at them the wrong way.
Yeah.
What words, if you could impact the youth, what would you say to them, the ones that are out here moving on the wrong path, to get back on this side of things, to put God first in their life?
Sometimes you just got to really sit back and just take a deep breath. You got to really sit down, take a deep breath and think before you act.
Proactive.
You know what I'm saying? Think before you act. I'll give a real life situation.
Yeah.
Funny you brought this up. I had to shoot some content. I think it was Saturday. So right now I'm on tour. Right now I'm doing a studio tour. We can talk later about that. And after the tour, I had to do some, after the performance, whatever, I had to shoot some content. And in the midst of me doing content, I'm hearing two people arguing, it was like two alphas just arguing, who's the bigger dog, whatever the case is. And it was interfering with what I'm doing.
Yeah, it would me too.
You know what I'm saying? And then afterwards, I'm talking to somebody else, and as I'm talking, they're right next to me, they're just hollering at each other. And I'm just like, bro, everybody's in here chilling.
Yeah.
Everybody's in here laughing, drinking, smoking, vibing. And y'all messing up the vibration.
Messing up the whole vibe.
And I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm some superhero or whatever the case is, but I felt it in my duty that I needed to end whatever they was talking about. They's talking about, they was just saying a bunch of stuff, man. I don't want to repeat them.
Crazy stuff, yeah.
So I ended up just getting in between these guys, bringing them to a different location where it was quiet, and I just had to break it down to them man, listen, we're not here for that, bro. We're not here for that. He said some things, you said some things, bro. It is what it is, bro. We don't want to bring no type of negative energy into this establishment. They spent a lot of money here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So long story short, they buried the hatchet, whatever the case is. They went their ways, he went his way. And that's my whole thing, man. I'm not trying to sound like I'm this super extra positive, peaceful man or whatever the case is, man. But some things you just gotta stand for something, you know what I mean?
Or you'll fall for anything.
You feel what I'm saying? Because it was that rule could have easily went left. You feel me? And not on my watch. If I have an opportunity to maybe change or stop something from going down, I'm gonna do it. So I felt like that was my time to kind of step in.
You're doing God's work.
Amen.
I feel like when God calls us to do something and it's on your heart, you have to be obedient to that. And in that very moment, you were there, the right time, the right place, the right situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
To diffuse it.
Absolutely.
Because it could have went totally left.
Absolutely.
Man.
And it was just messing up what I was doing.
It was messing up your whole vibe. You're like, hold on a second. Because you in there vibing, chilling, having a good time. So you're on a studio tour.
Yes.
So for people who don't know quite what a studio tour is, break it down.
So in Philly, I have a lot of listening sessions. I'll probably throw like listening parties, single release parties, and things like that, inviting a bunch of people in the city. And typically, we always have a full house because it's your city.
Yeah.
And if you can't even bring 20 people, 30 people to like a studio, then you got to put in more work, and it's okay. So I always have release parties, studios, listening release parties and things like that in the city. So I have a project, as I mentioned, What If It All Works Out? And I feel like what good does it do if I don't bring it to the masses? Because sometimes as an artist, you put out a project, you put out a single, put it out for a couple weeks, then you just let it go, and then you want to put out something new. I'm building my thing from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? I have so many bangers on that project that I have to keep pushing. I love where I'm from. I love the city that made me. I love Philly, but this project has to touch the masses.
Yes.
So I just took it upon myself. I'm like, I want to go on tour, but I'm not selling out venues yet. I'm not selling out crazy, arenas yet. And people need to hear this project. I'm going to go to every city that I know at least 5, 6, 7 people in. And I'm going to book a studio. I'm going to invite all of these people for free. Provide the food, provide the drinks, provide merch, things like that. And I'm going to play my project for these people. And I'm going to call it a tour, because it is a tour.
It is a tour.
I'm moving around out of my own expense, out of my own risk. So the first stop was the city that really inspired me the most musically was Atlanta. So it was a great turnout. Shout out to everybody that came. I gained some new supporters, new fans, new everything. You know what I mean? The studio, now I'm super locked in with that studio now. I did a feature for the owner yesterday.
Oh, that's hard.
So,
okay.
So yeah, we're going from city to city. We putting all of our music in our backpack, and we're bringing it to the masses. So Atlanta was the first stop. Next stop, we're gonna do Jersey. We're gonna do Miami and LA.
That is amazing. Them listening parties, that's how Chris and I met.
See?
I was hosting for an artist, O'Shea, and Chris and I have a mutual friend who's no longer with us, long live Bez.
Yeah.
And that's how we connected. Like back in the day, I was the queen of listening parties. They are super effective.
They're very important. So that's free game for any artist that has any doubt. Like, just do it. Like,
just do it.
Like, literally, I was slightly like nervous because, like, we're humans, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what if nobody shows up?
What if it all works out?
But what if it all works out?
Boom!
And guess what? It did work out.
It did.
And everybody that was there was supposed to be there, And
100%.
I turned so many people that know me personally into like more believers. It's like, cause how can I invest?
Yes.
I look at Kofi Bonsu as a stock. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, do you want to invest in? You see the product. Do you want to invest in this product so we can help this product go all the way up? The music is there. I have literally like non-skippable music, in my opinion. Like, you're not gonna want to skip it. If anything, it has playback value. That's the belief I have.
As you should.
So it's like more people want to invest. Features, things like that. So take yourself on the tour. If you don't have like a crazy fan base audience or whatever, shout out to Lil Russell. I feel like he inspired a cult. Like, he's inspired the new culture to just take risk on themselves. He did shows in his backyard. I don't know him personally, but from my understanding, it probably started off with his friends and family and people that are in the surrounding area. It goes from that to where he's at now. So I believe I had like 22 people that RSVP'd. I had it for like 40, right? 40 RSVPs. I didn't know how big the studio was, but it was 22 RSVPs and maybe like 10 more people came and brought other people.
Right.
So now we're just in this hot room and stuff like that. And again, I was a little nervous because it was from 6 to 9. People didn't really start showing up until about like 7:30.
Always.
You know what I mean?
Always.
So, you know, some people left, some people stayed. 8 o'clock came. That's when the party started, and that's when the vibes just was right. So, you know, follow me on Instagram, Kofi Bonsu _3_, and you'll see like the updates of like the whole entire, you know, event.
I love it. I love it. So you gave out your social media. Who do you want to give thanks to that's been loving you and supporting you through your journey?
Oh man, the list. First of all, you know, you gotta give all glory to God. Second off, you know, Chris, my partner Marlo, my cousin Booby, cousin Sa. It's like a lot of people that truly believe in me. My boy Fung. There's a lot of I got a lot of people that really support me, man. My boy Garden Boy, cousin Mikey. There's a lot of folks, man. The whole 17 music group. That's my establishment I'm building.
I love it. Mm-hmm. I got one last question for you.
Yeah, let's get it.
Where are we at?
Industries.
Hello, the big one.
Yeah. Industry's Most Wanted podcast.
What makes you the industry's most wanted?
Because I'm the most slept on. I'm the most slept on. I'm the most slept on.
Wake their ass up.
Hey, listen. That's the vote. That's the focus.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, I love this. Was beautiful and jitty. We gotta listen. We taking a whole trip.
Hey, I'm gonna call your bluff.
Please do.
When y'all see us in Ghana, and you see me with this woman here, y'all know it started from this.
They're gonna love me over there.
Yeah, they're gonna love you.
We're gonna set up shop over there.
Yeah.
Not come back.
Yeah, it's always hot, baby. It's always hot.
We out of here, y'all.
Yeah.